Let's do Camry things. Hi! Welcome to the channel. My name's Jeff, and this is the Deliberate Mainer. I recently acquired, through a trade, something I'm super excited about. A 1995 Toyota Camry with only 85,000 miles on it and not a drop of rust. It needs a few things. It needs some shocks, but first and foremost, I need to perform an eviction out of the back seat here of Feifel T. Mouse. He's getting evicted. Let's get to it. I should have, just looking in the back window, I would have been able to tell that there's been mouse activity in here, because that cover there is chewed to smithereens on the edges there, mouse-like. This side, they started. So they were in this car. Thankfully, they didn't do a whole lot of damage to the surfaces you can see. We're gonna do the grand reveal now and see what this mouse house does. But to get that, there are two little clips right here that clip onto these, and I thought I was going to break this frickin' thing, but you just have to pull with all your might to get that cover off, then unscrew the third brake light so that you can get Toyota put the package shelf so it surrounded the back, so you have to take the third brake light out to get this package shelf off. So let's see what we're looking like. Probably should. Oh, look, Feifel's house right there. Mouse poop everywhere. Got to the speakers a bit. Chewed the, yeah. Oh, yeah, she stinks, and that's mouse pee right there. That is what is stinking in this joint. I'm so glad I found that, because all the strawberry pine trees in the world weren't taking care of that stink. So get that cleaned up, and then we'll start doing the shocks. The strut towers are right here, which is why I took this off to begin with, and like I said, I'm glad I did. Holy crap. It's quite the mouse house. Look at me being all safe with the glovage. Oh, yeah. Oh, advanced. Oh, they got right in here. Oh, it's so gross. So glad I found that. Look at all that mouse shit. Oh, yay. Okay, we'll vacuum that out. We'll disinfect this whole trunk lid here. Nothing like the smell of mouse urine and poop mixed together. Oh yeah, Feifel had a nice winter in here, I'll tell you. Some under this wiring. Shockingly, did not chew the wiring that I can tell. And there haven't been any issues. Oh, look at that. That's delicious. Yummy. Oh, this car's gonna smell a hell of a lot better, I'll tell you. Oh yeah, I got the good stuff now. Oh, we're just gonna kill all that. Yeah. Kill it there. Oh, that looks pretty bad. Oh yeah, look at all that mouse pee. Oh, yummy. Got some mold down here. Look at that. That'll come right out. I don't know if you guys have heard of this spray. It's Mold Armor. It says it's a mold and mildew killer, but really, it ought to say, kills everything on Earth. I have eczema on my hands. If I get some on there, it cures that too. It takes the top layer of skin right off. Rachel Carlson be damned.
The public was being asked to accept these chemicals and did not have the whole picture.
This crap would fry the braids right off of Greta.
This is all wrong.
So here we go. Ooh, some mold down here. Oh, we'll get that. Oh yeah, look at that mouse pee right there. Mmm, delicious. Well, we'll let this fester. Ooh. Here's something a mask will protect against the fumes on this thing. Feifel got to this pretty good, but don't forget to hit the underneath of the deck lid where Feifel was living. We'll just spray that padding right there. Oh yeah. He's gone. I think I got most of the mouse urine that was everywhere. And yeah, got the strut towers cleaned off, ready to go. Let's jack this car up and get to it. About to jack this thing up, but before I replace the shocks, she's a low riding Camry now, so I'm going to measure the tail from the tailpipe to the driveway just so I can do a compare and contrast. All right, so to the bottom of the tailpipe right now we're at 10.5 inches. So once we put some new shocks, it should sit a little higher, I would think. It certainly won't be as bouncy. Up you go. Well, I got the wheel off. Taking a look. Look at these bolts. This is a 1995 car. Lived in California most of its life. Till the last few years where it spent winters in a garage, so. But look at these bolts. They're actually gonna come off. But yeah, I checked, and if we look right here, these are the factory shocks. 1994, December 3rd. So I'd say they're about done. We'll get them replaced, and we're gonna have a higher riding, better riding vehicle here. I'll just say I've done a few shocks in my day. Again, I'm not a mechanic, I'm a carpenter who just knows how to do crap. And I have never before come across bolts, even on cars that are 5 years old, that came off as easy as on this 95 Camry. That's what garage life will do for you. And 84,000 miles. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of miles on it, but damn, those came off easy. I broke them loose with an impact and then hand spun these bolts off of there. So I got got everything apart. So now I just got to go up top and undo the bolts up there. Get that off, put a new one on, put it all back together, move to the other side. That's about as done can be for a shock. You know, the boot's all, that was a dream that ended long ago. Yeah, that's the right one. Look at that, even before it goes on the car, it's already a couple inches taller. Oh, this thing's gonna have stance. 1 down, 3 to go. Before I put the tire back on, I'll give it a little shine. Do you shine?
You know, some places are like people. Some shine and some don't.
Some of us shine. These are great tires, but unfortunately I won't be able to keep them. They're from 2016, and they've got a lot of dry rot. So if you look right here, there's not supposed to be a crack between the C and the H. So the sidewalls are all cracked to crap. That's just from sitting. So it's going to need a round of tires, but I just painted the hubcaps. So I want to see what everything looks like when it all comes together. So we'll shine up the tires before we put them back on. Oh yeah, I'm loving this color. They were silver before and scratched all to smithereens. This is more of a pale gray. Oh yeah. Oh, that's sharp. All right. Look at that. 3 more sides to go. That's the wicked bummer of this whole operation. Well, we have both the back shocks on. Yay. And it looks a whole heck of a lot better. Got the new color on the hubcaps back on. Dressed up the wheels a bit. So now we're gonna check and see how much this came up. I'm guessing, well, anywhere between 1 to 2 inches. All right, so now we're at 12 inches. So it came up 1.5 inches. And it looks a whole heck of a lot better not being a lowrider, I'll tell you. Oh yeah. It's gonna give the car a different look when it's just sitting there. Shocks on the back and complete mouse eviction. Cleaned up the underneath. So now I gotta put the interior back together. Go wash my paws. The stance is so much better. It was looking pretty run down before. So much better. Boom, all put back together. And let me, oh yeah, smells a lot better in here. Oh, it's so nice. Let me climb into the back seat here. Oh yeah, it doesn't feel like a lowrider anymore. Just that extra 1.5 inches made a big difference.
That's what she said.
Shocks are on. The stance is so much better. She's all shined up. It's come a long way since I picked her up. Got the new hubcap color on there. Really gives it a little sharper look. But it made all the difference. She's come a long way. Looks like a new car. So, those are the quirks and features of a mouse-infested 1995 Toyota Camry. Let's get it out on the road and see how it drives. All right, driving the 95 Camry. I've got all 4 corners done with shocks and struts, and it rides like a dream. Like a new 95 car. So we're good to go on the suspension. Still needs new tires. Unfortunately, they're all dry rotted, but we'll get to that. And there'll be more to come on this car. I'll give you an example of another thing that needs to be replaced. Listen to that sound that the blower puts out. Oh yeah. So we'll be replacing the blower. I already have that with me. Just a few other little incidentals and the Camry will be done. And a good little cruise around town car. So that's going to do it. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next one.